We also welcome on board then LV Prabhakar, the MD and CEO at Canara Bank, and talk about how their earnings went by. There was, of course, stress in the banking sector that they also had to grapple with. So let's try and take the picture going forward. Mr. Prabhakar, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. Most private banks have declared higher slippages in the first quarter because of, pressure on the retail loan books. While yours has actually managed to come in flat. Could you give us an overview of how your slippages were and specifically what happened within the MSME as well as the retail books?
As far as slippages are concerned, as we have given the guidance in the earlier beginning of the quarter that the slippages will be around 4,000 crores. So we worked on those lines, and all my staff members who are connected with the recovery were actively engaged with the borrowers, and because of that, the result is the slippages were only 4,200 crores, which is well within our estimations. As far as the retail is concerned, our NPA is only 1.5%. Here, two things have helped us. One thing is timely assistance to these people, retail as well as MSME under various schemes. And second one is restructuring has also helped a lot in assisting these people at the same time controlling the NPAs.
Could you give me an account of what your MSME as well as retail slippage percentage was as opposed to the overall slippage pie?
Out of this 4,250 crores, about 55% to 58% is from MSME, and 18 to 20% is it from retail, and rest is from other sectors.
Do you foresee challenges when it comes to recoveries, or did you face them for the months of April as well as May?
When the lockdown was there, when the businesses were closed and cash flows were not there for the MSME borrowers as well as other people, yes, it was a challenge in the month of April and May. However, June, our collection efficiency has increased to 91%, and the RBI Resolution 2 framework has helped a lot in assisting these people and also in controlling the NPAs by restructuring the loans wherever genuinely it is required. The best part of this restructuring as far as our bank is concerned is, under MSME we have restructured about 3,300 crores and retail about 7,600 crores, and total amount is about 13,200 crores. After restructuring, the people have started paying the installments, and already out of this we have recovered about 64 crores, out of which 35 crores is advance payment. So basically, we feel that since the cash flows are there with the people, they have started repaying it, and really it will help them to continue their business. That is the secret of controlling the impact of the COVID on the asset book.
Okay, Mr. Prabhakar, let's talk about the possibility of the whole bad bank creation. What's the stake in NARC, and also the accounts that you would look at being transferred there?
This is a National Asset Reconstruction Company Limited, and it is an ARC, and we are going to have about 12% of share in that one, in the equity. And we are working on the accounts which can be transferred to this ARC with the approval of the board. And I think going forward, we'll be in a position to crystallize the figure. Still work is under progress.
Okay. Your operating profit is up substantially. Do you think you would be able to maintain these margins over the medium and the long term?
See, in the last 5 quarters, every quarter on quarter, we are strengthening the balance sheet, and we are controlling the expenses, increasing the fee-based income, because of which today our operating profit is at 5,751 crores. YOY there is a growth of 34%. Going forward, we are confident that this trend will continue, because now the contribution is there from each and every branch of our bank, not from a few pockets. So this will help going forward in improving our operating profit and also increasing the non-interest income.
Mr. Prabhakar, let's talk about a component of your book. The NBFC and infra space accounts for about 26%. Are you seeing an impact of the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic on that book? And what are the risks that you're foreseeing in this pocket of your book in the medium term?
As far as my loan book is concerned, a corporate is about 45%. And in the coming 1 or 2 quarters, we don't see any stress as far as infrastructure and NBFC accounts are concerned. Because these accounts has already passed through that stage and now they are out of that impact of the COVID. So, and one more thing is under NBFCs, our exposure is about 95% to A, AA and AAA accounts. So naturally the risk is almost minimized. And in the corporate also, in the A and AA and AAA accounts, our exposure is about 67%, where our rating is there. And BBB it is about 14%. So I think as far as corporate book is concerned, we are better placed.
What is the strategy, Mr. Prabhakar, that you're employing with provisions? Are you keeping any floating or COVID-specific provisions? And is there any reason why you would be doing that if you are doing it? And could you speak a little bit more about that?
As far as provisions are concerned, as on date, all the accounts are amply provided. In the sense, if you see my provision coverage ratio, it is 81.18%. So as far as provision is concerned, I am in a better position as on date compared to 1 year earlier when the provision coverage ratio was only 70%. And even the provision which I have made as on date, about 845 crores I have made for that restructuring. 500 crores was there earlier. And other provisioning where we require is income tax. This time about 845 crores provision we have made for income tax since the operating profit has increased significantly. So as on date, I don't see any floating provision is required because the provision coverage ratio has already crossed 81%.
Are you looking to monetize any of your subsidiaries in the current fiscal?
Monetization of subsidiaries, that idea is always open. However, as on date, I feel that my subsidiaries have a lot of potential, and going forward, this potential is going to increase significantly. I think when we find that it is an appropriate time, then we'll be taking the decision with the approval of the board.
A lot of businesses to change how they operate, and I'm just wondering, are you seeing any significant changes or are you planning anything drastic in the digital and technology side of things?
The score of the banks given by the MIT regarding the digital ranking among 44 banks, Canara Bank stands at 6 from the top. It is 6th in the top. And this we could achieve because we give a lot of focus and lot of investment in IT sector. Going forward, we are encouraging our customers to do more and more transactions through digital mode, and we are encouraging our staff to handhold the customers to use the digital mode, especially the mobile banking, internet banking, and also the debit cards and the credit cards to a larger extent, in which I think we have achieved a significant success, but still the efforts are on.
Mr. Prabhakar, thank you so much for taking the time of speaking to ET Now. It's been a pleasure, and I wish you all the best. Let's talk